Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the real Jim Jeans. I'm here with my brother, the real Jew Kane.
Yes, sir. AKA the Shine Reaper. Pleasure to be here, man.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, as in, like, who are you? Where are you from? And what were you doing before you started your brand?
All right, so my name Julian. That's a birth name, whatever. Jucane came about through music. Music was like my first love. Is my first love. And I just spent, I guess, like maybe like 10 years, just really locked in, trying to develop a music and figure out that whole journey or whatever. And I got to a point where um, it just wasn't as satisfying as I wanted to be. It wasn't the fairy tale story side of it for me. So yeah, just switched over to doing clothes, and yeah, that's how I became Trent Reaper, and that's how I got into fully doing clothes. Like after I kind of like made the transition from doing music. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could definitely see that, and I love some of the pieces that you've dropped in the past. You've
Yes, sir.
definitely come out with some really nice pieces,
I
and
appreciate it.
I see the historical preservance that you're kind of keeping inside of the fashion that you've been creating. But I guess a good follow up question would be, how does your personal style influence the clothing that you're designing?
Um, so I've always kind of been known for wearing like I guess in a way like loud clothes or just kind of like whatever. So with Pretty Boy Thug, I just kind of wanted to make it more clean looks, like no busy designs, just something that you could wear, every day. Because the risk of wearing stuff with making things that like, super busy, like yeah, it may look fire, but you may not get as many wears out of it as you will with like basically essential wear stuff. People that's into like fear of God and shit like that, like they'll, but it's more so in that lane.
Yeah, so people that like Fear of God and different brands like that may
Yeah.
resonate with the feeling behind the brand that you're building.
Yeah, even down to like H&M, like everything is very like, just clean looks. Like it's nothing. It's never really nothing overly busy or never, something you could wear every day.
Yeah, you said Pretty Boy Thug. What does the name of your brand mean, and why did you choose it?
Uh, Multiple reasons. So Pretty Boy Thug isn't necessarily something that I came up with. It was like a little, I guess, like a clique that my brother was a part of back in his high school days and stuff like that. They used to wear like white tees and on camo bandanas and shit like that. Basically on some New Orleans shit, like hella camoed out. But yeah, that was a group that he was a part of, and initially I was gonna make the brand just based off of like me kind of just paying homage to my brother, or just trying to tell his story, because his story kind of aligned with my overall message of just prison reform and different things of that nature. So, but yeah, pretty boy thug is because of my brother, and then also a second half of the meaning is my bad.
Uh oh.
What's going on? Yeah. Also, yeah, a second half of it is just focusing on like archetypes. Like I know, like in society, um, we're kind of like wired to like certain people for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like same reason like why the woman would like the bad boy, or like or just as a guy we want to be well respected, this that, and third. So maybe we had aligned with the tough guy shit, or it's just different things. But it's just focusing on the archetype. Um, yeah, just leave it at that. I'm just yeah
Now,
focusing on archetype.
so those are essentially the like almost the core values of like what you stand on behind maybe your business,
Yeah.
because in a sense you're just choosing to express yourself through your clothes. Every day we wake up, we put our clothes on. We choose a I mean, I choose my clothes out of comfortability
You
and
feel me?
whatnot, but also, when it comes to my tees and whatnot, no matter what I put on, I want it to look at least nice. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
So, I
Something
really, I
comfortable.
really want to touch on that a little bit because you said prison reform, and also, not necessarily, uh, you're widening the horizon of the different archetypes of which people could be, because what I mean. There is a lot of different archetypes of people and stuff like that out there in the world.
Yeah.
That
I
we
think
could
it's
we
like
could really
8.
get into that, but that's a really deep conversation because
Yeah.
my cousin has put me onto a book called, I want to say it's like The Wizard, the King, the Lover, and the Fool, or something like that, something
Yeah.
along those lines. I can't remember. You could Google those words up, and the book will definitely come up. And it just talks about the different psychological aspects in which man and woman could both be projecting themselves out into the world. So it's interesting, but I would love for you to touch on the prison reform aspect of your brand.
I mean, yeah, just the whole it's like the loophole to slavery, you know what I'm saying? It's like I think at this point, 2026, everyone knows that like, record labels are they have investment in privately owned prisons and all different stuff like that. And it just like not only just as like a black person, but just as a person just like in the culture of music is like they propagate, you know, basically this reckless lifestyle. Not saying I mean it's not fun. Of course it sounds fun. It is fun sometimes, but like they propagate this lifestyle that like oh what I'm saying, you can kill a motherfucker and get away with it, or you can what I'm saying, or just
Yeah, they be doing that crazy shit to
yeah,
people,
bro. It
bruh.
just be going crazy, bro. Like and it's just like or
They be
it's
doing that Epstein shit to people,
yeah,
cuz.
feel me? Yeah,
Like,
yeah, bro. It's just it's a lot with it, bro, and it's like how yeah, I mean, yeah, just with that, just with the probably on prison shit, and it's just like how they basically trick us into like it's starting as kids into thinking like, oh, I need to be like, let's this generation, I don't know who they would be, but let's say the more recent one, NBA YoungBoy. But like niggas be like, oh, kids like, oh, I need to be like YoungBoy. They don't know no better. They don't know like, what I'm saying. The chances of them being like YoungBoy, living that type of lifestyle, really living it is like slim to none. Like, what I'm saying? He made,
the risk really outweigh the
yeah, the
reward.
risk that way it's like he's an anomaly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just like a Chief
yeah,
Keef was, and when we was in high school, Chief Keef was in the dude at that time. It's like he's an anomaly. Like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, but you got people that really start.
Anomalies happen,
Yeah, bro.
but
Because
they're rare.
it's funny how like a certain rapper come out and like people like psychologically think they're part of their gang or some shit like that. Like they part of OTF or some shit, or they
Yeah.
think what I'm saying. Like they like it'd be like they just got their own variations of it. It's funny.
So, like, when you're designing your clothes, how would you describe the scene that you're designing for?
Um, really just I mean, I guess just base streetwear, but my goal is to tackle the same crowd that like Denim Tears, Fear of God, all the people that's in that space of even early Off White before Virgil passed, like that tap into that to that world, just because like yeah, like I want to make nice clothes. I want to make stuff like I was telling you this off camera, but like basically I want to make like luxury hood clothes, like stuff that clothes that you will find at like a corner store or some shit like that or whatever. But I want to bring like quality to that, and also that's why I say my messaging behind my clothing is that like I want to change is as much as I can kind of like help change people's mindset on like the hood, like like basically reinforce that the goal is to get out, not stay in. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like these days that message is forgot.
Not for sure. I 100%. I would love to be behind something like that. Like in
Yeah,
my
man.
mind, like
It's a love
I would
movie.
say right
Love movie
now
for
I
real.
would do it. I would make an agreement with you. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Oh, sure.
If we can make something happen, we get if my channel takes off and your brand takes off and whatnot. Right now, I'm willing to agree to maybe start putting maybe fund. How would you say building a foundation to help. For prison reform and
Yeah, bro.
help people have legal representation and whatnot. Like
Yeah.
I would love to come to an agreement right now. I can't put no numbers or anything like that in a
Yeah,
percentage
right.
right now, but I
Are you?
would in the future I would love to agree right now to maybe build something like that.
Yeah, man.
Because
I
I know
mean,
there's people in the city that would love to be behind something like that because
bro.
Charlotte is a place that needs that kind of representation.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've witnessed it firsthand.
Yeah.
There needs to be some kind of balance,
Yeah.
and I would love to be behind something to fight for that.
I appreciate that, man.
Hell
Yeah, we
yeah.
definitely
Hell
definitely
yeah.
gonna love to work with you.
Go ahead, we shake on
Yes,
that right now.
yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah, in the future,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Yes, sir.
We gonna change the world, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
If not the world, we'll change the city.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hell yeah.
What's one thing you learned about running a clothing brand that surprised you?
That is way more profitable than music. Uh, I guess starting out, like I think like in my generation, I think Kanye kind of like more so push, at least me to think more of like creating products and going the whole merch route and stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, man, just how it's just way more profitable. A lot of people start off, young designers want to make stuff from scratch and stuff like that. That's cool and all that. But in a way, like for certain people, especially people like me, it could be time consuming. So it's like the cut back is like you find like who has the best blanks, and then like I got into graphic design. So that's how I'm contributing to fashion as right now until I get to that next step. But yeah, like I made these pants. I made these shorts. Yes, sir, man. What's up? Yeah, a lot of shit. Man. Yeah.
So, what's your favorite piece from this current collection that you've been working on?
Um, I'm gonna be honest. Like I haven't made a favorite piece as of yet. Like not even like I like I've had stuff that I've liked, but I don't know if it's just me just being like overly I guess hard on myself. I'm just yeah. I made a polo shirt that I thought was like really really dope. It say Solo Thug in lime green, going across the stomach. Then it got the logo, the coming and going logo. I'll show that later on. But yeah, it has 33 on the back. It was dope. It was probably my favorite piece. But other than that, I don't know. Like I feel like I'm still evolving with it. Like I'm still trying to. I haven't got to that point where I feel like I've all the way established my aesthetic. Like I feel like I established my message so far, but my aesthetic is what is gonna
Still evolving
yeah.
and becoming a thing, and it comes with time. You
'Cause
know
if,
what I mean? A company doesn't become an empire or a name brand overnight, but
yeah,
it takes time, it takes effort, and you stand behind your work and your effort, man.
yeah,
And that's the
man.
most important part. I don't see you slacking. I see you pushing your brand.
Trying
I
to
see,
like I wear my brand too. Like that's
yeah,
another thing. Like a lot of people like they be making clothes these days and they don't wear their stuff, and it's like what I'm saying, how you're your first promotion and stuff like that. I mean, you got high end dudes like the dude Tremaine Emery, the guy that made Denim Tears. He he doesn't wear his brand at all, from what he said in a recent interview. But yeah, I believe in wearing my shit, like, because at the end of the day, I like the shit that I'm making. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't try and sell you something that I wouldn't wear myself. So yeah.
How has starting your brand changed you? How has it changed your entrepreneurial mind?
Um, I think more so than anything, it just got me to a place where um, it got me further into the community I wanted to get into, like just being around, just the fashion industry, and just because music. I feel like music for me, it took me a while to get to like, I guess my comfortable crowd or my finding my because everybody got their crowd and shit like that. Like it took me like a while to find my crowd. I don't even really think I ever found my crowd for real music, but it's like I just I don't know. But I feel like with clothing is more so yeah, it's just a little bit easier, man. Like in certain ways, um, like it's made me want to be less seen. It made me want people to appreciate my art more. Like of course, with music is like you want people to appreciate your art, but in a way, it could be kind of like you want people to appreciate you as well. Like you know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah.
clothing is like I mean, you can give a fuck about me if you want to, but I don't really give. I mean, I
The
appreciate it if
hardest
you
part
do.
of being an artist, bruh.
Yeah, like
A
I'm,
lot of times you aren't necessarily appreciated until everything is done.
bro. I guess that's how, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I still feel like this. Maybe it's just like me being like, uh, just me just believing in myself. But I always thought I was raw at music, bro. Like, I just feel like,
Nah,
um,
I would say that you are. A lot of
I
people have
appreciate.
not heard your music, but that's okay, bruh.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
just, you know what I mean. You keep grinding, you
Different.
keep building yourself,
Yeah,
and
bro.
you just don't depend on just that lane.
Type shit. Yeah, bro. Because I used to be like, bro, like, oh man, if I don't make it, like. Then I don't even want to be here. Like that shit was that serious to me.
Yeah,
But it had got to a point where like I'm like, damn, like, the further you get into it, you start seeing like, damn, like I kind of had this like this in a way fairy tale way of looking at like my we don't have the same morals. Like the morals that I have doesn't align with most of the people that at least I came across in the music industry. Like, what I'm saying? They're more like look at people like numbers and just you know what I'm saying? They just I don't know. It works for them, but it just like
doesn't necessarily work for you.
yeah, you feel me? It's like some people don't care about selling crack to a pregnant lady. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. My thing is hopefully I want to open stores around the country, at least 3. You know what I'm saying? Not to set the bar too low for myself. But yeah, starting off 3, then get to 6, then 9, you know what I'm saying? And expand from there. Um, but yeah, moving forward, I hope to make a pop up, some like my own personal event this year. Um, God willing to happen. If it don't, I won't be mad. But that's the goal for later on this year. Probably push that around the fall, closer to like Fashion Week time, September. So yeah, that's the message. Any more questions?
Do you love being a black entrepreneur? And do
Uh,
you regret anything about what you've done in the past to get to this point?
I mean, I regret. Some people say they don't regret anything. I regret just like not starting on it sooner, not pushing harder sooner. Um, yeah, man. Just cause like I feel like uh, it was something that was always around that I always was interested into, but it's just like I would always be like, oh man, I can do it later. I can do it later. But it's like I feel like I could have been so much further ahead. But also just learning like the process stuff too. Like, at first it's like, you got all these ideas and shit like that, and then you realize like, okay, like how can I get this transferred onto a shirt? We gonna, go simple. Um, at this time, I'm thinking like go to a shop, do this and third, trial and error shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, oh, it got to be good quality. It got to be this and third. But streetwear doesn't mean good quality. It just means, you know what I'm saying? Like I think Virgil said the same shit. Like streetwear doesn't quality doesn't necessarily matter. It's about the all that shit, man. But yeah, bro. But it just basically like one of those stories like how you know how they say like you think you need all this shit, but really like when you're going up a mountain or whatever, but you realize you gain all the tools going along the way. And then when you get up there, like you realize like damn, I didn't need what I thought I needed. I know I probably butchered that shit, but yeah.
I done been to a couple mountains and I done got to the top and I done been like,
Like I'm like, bro, like I really like
I gotta walk back
I
down,
don't need
cuz.
it's like one it's like one of those things like when an artist go from thinking like they need a label to being like, damn, like I really can be independent. Like I really got the leverage and the influence and shit to do that shit.
I think that all depends on how you deal and dabble in your business also, because some people just don't have the mentality to carry the business on their back,
Yeah,
you know,
like
and
I feel
hold
like
the balance. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard, especially when you come from a place where money isn't, you know, easily accessible or always
Type
isn't
shit.
always theirs. It could be tough because like you know what I mean. I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to turn nothing into something.
Yeah, type shit.
So
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It'd be hard when people accidentally come up, you know, and become an anomaly, as you were saying earlier, and you know, just all of this, all these pleasures and vices and money comes just knocking on your door. So it could be a bit of a it could be a bit overwhelming because you know what I
Yeah.
mean. They'll throw all these different things at you just to
Yeah.
steer you away from actually truly enjoying or actually being beneficial with your riches. Because
Yeah.
in a sense, I would say, not to like cut you off or anything, but you know, though when they dump all that bread on you, and then all this stuff gets start throwing at you, it's just trickery to stop you from being actually an amazing person. You know
Yeah,
what I
man.
mean? Because all these different things gonna be coming at you in all different types of ways. So, as a man, it's important for us to be financially literate and you know, not afraid to ask questions
Hell yeah.
and
Hell yeah.
not be unwilling to help each other out because
No.
what the next man might help the next man become a millionaire and whatnot. And I mean, we should be able to prosper with each other. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah, man.
prosper alone and then make others suffer.
Yeah, man. No, I definitely agree. I definitely agree, man. Some people is just like I don't know. As of recently. It's funny. My homie Givy spoke on this the other day, but I've kind of been like getting back into the space of like shit. Gatekeeping may be necessary as well because sometimes like you know you go into it with having great intentions of like you know we're gonna all get you know, getting this together and everything, this and third, and then it's like people be snaking people once you give them the opportunity and stuff like that. And it's like everyone isn't the same, of course, but it's like fuck, like you know, you go through that shit enough, you start thinking everybody like that, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So
Hey,
it's like, but it's definitely a balance with it. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely, I would say definitely trust your gut. Definitely trust your gut with it, cause
like the man B.O.B., aka Bobby Ray said, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, probably.
but that's it, yeah. That ass. I feel, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I've been, it's hot as fuck. But I ain't gonna lie. Like this year, I kind of just been thinking about like being in a like a villain era type shit. Like, just like you know how they just been showing origin stories of a lot of the shit. Like it's like damn, bro. Like, you know, it really be like that. Like, you know, just because you're genuine with a person doesn't mean that they're gonna be genuine back with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like it's like, or just because you know, or it doesn't always work out like that. But you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It just like you go, like you said, you go through this shit enough, bro. It just be like, damn, like, am I really playing the game wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or what is it like? Because I'm playing with good intentions, but the world is set up where people just doing fucked up shit. Like, so like it's not necessarily like I guess changing yourself, but like it's like damn shit. I at least got to play ball a little bit, you know, too. Yeah.